Ethan took a deep breath, the cool night air filling his lungs as he stepped into the hushed lobby of the building. His footsteps echoed softly against the polished marble floors, each step carrying a mix of anticipation and unease. This was his first night as the watchman here, and the building's vast emptiness seemed to swallow him whole. Ethan paused, turning his head slightly. The whispers were faint, like a forgotten memory trying to resurface. He shook his head, convinced it was just the wind playing tricks. But as he continued his rounds, a chill crept up his spine, the shadows around him seeming to dance and twist with a life of their own. Intrigued by the peculiar sensation that the building was trying to tell him something, Ethan found himself drawn to the archive room. His fingers brushed against a stack of old files, and a photograph slipped out, fluttering to the floor. As he bent to retrieve it, he caught a glimpse of a familiar face, frozen in time amidst a group portrait. It was the same face he had seen faintly in the shadows earlier. The air seemed to grow colder as Ethan stared at the photo, the pieces of a puzzle starting to fall into place. He felt a presence behind him and turned slowly, his eyes widening as a translucent figure emerged from the shadows. The ghostly form of a woman, her eyes filled with a desperate plea, hovered silently.
"Who are you?"
Ethan whispered, his voice barely audible over the pounding of his heart. The ghostly woman pointed towards the mural, her expression urging Ethan to understand. As he studied the painting, he saw the story of a fire that had claimed lives years ago, a tragedy long buried in the annals of history. The whispers he had heard were not the wind, but the cries of those trapped between worlds seeking peace. Ethan stood at the entrance, watching the first rays of sunlight spill over the horizon. He felt a sense of calm wash over him, knowing he had uncovered a truth that had needed to be heard. The spirits of the building, finally acknowledged, seemed to retreat, leaving behind only the echoes of their gratitude.
"Rest in peace,"
he murmured, stepping out into the fresh morning air, ready to face whatever the new day might bring.